It is among the most important decisions a president can make, and tonight the stakes are even higher. President Trump will announce his nominee to replace retiring Justice Anthony Kennedy, who has often been the key fifth vote on landmark decisions like same-sex marriage. The pick could change the makeup of the Supreme Court for decades to come. Already, political forces are bracing for a contentious confirmation battle. We get a preview now from both ends of Pennsylvania Avenue. Our John Yang is at the White House. Lisa Desjardins is on Capitol Hill. Hello to both of you. So, John, you're at the White House. What's the latest?
Well, Judy, we're reliably told that the president made his final decision earlier today, but anyone who knows what that decision is isn't talking, at least not to us. Sunday, the president said he had narrowed it down to four, all conservative appeals court judges. They were Raymond Kethledge, Amy Coney Barrett, Brett Kavanaugh, and Thomas Hardiman. The youngest of them is 46, the oldest 53, so any one of them would likely serve on the court for some years to come. They all have their backers and detractors. Social conservatives like Barrett. Legal conservatives are pushing Kavanaugh. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell reportedly has let it be known that he thinks Kavanaugh and Kethledge would have the easiest paths to confirmation in the Senate. And Hardiman already has the backing of someone named Trump, the president's sister, Marianne Trump Barry, a retired federal court judge who served with Hardiman on the appeals court. Earlier today, Rudy Giuliani, one of the president's personal attorneys, told our NewsHour colleague Yamiche Alcindor he thought it would be Hardiman, but he said quickly that he didn't know for sure. We will know the president's choice soon, and then it will be up to the Senate to advise and consent.
And Lisa, that brings us to you. This does come down to Senate confirmation. What are you hearing from Senate Republicans?
That's right. For Senate Republicans, this is actually a joyous day. It's as if they just have to figure out which of the players from their team gets promoted to the NFL. They all have their favorite choices, as John was saying. But from this viewpoint in the Senate, Judy, they believe the easiest choices to go through here would be Judges Hardiman and Judge Kethledge. Judge Kavanaugh, to get into some specifics, has a very long record. And there is some concern that in that record, there may be some issues that would cause problems, especially in a Senate that is very narrowly divided, 51-49. But Senator McCain is still battling cancer in Arizona, so it's technically 50 Republicans to 49 Democrats. They can't lose a single member, and Republicans Susan Collins and Lisa Murkowski have let it know that they're going to be paying very close attention to women's rights and abortion stances of these nominees.
So a close vote. Clearly Democrats have something to say. What are they saying right now?
Well, for Democrats, they're bracing for a big battle, but the truth is, Judy, that they need some help. They need probably a nominee that Collins or Murkowski would not like, but they're ready. They've got files on all of these nominees, and they're particularly watching three of their own members, members who are up for re-election: Joe Manchin of West Virginia, Heidi Heitkamp of North Dakota, and Joe Donnelly of Indiana. All of them representing states that voted for Donald Trump. And we know they were invited to the White House tonight for this ceremony, this announcement, but we're told by Manchin's office and Heitkamp's office they will not be attending. They're obviously waiting, withholding judgment. We haven't heard either way from Donnelly's office, but it just shows the difficult position they're in. Pressure from Democrats to vote against this nominee because it's so critical. Pressure from Republicans in their red, pinkish states to vote for them.
And John, we're just a little less than 3 hours away. Remind us what the president himself has been saying about this.
Well, the president is said to believe that his nomination of Neil Gorsuch was a unqualified success, both because of the stature of now Justice Gorsuch and the ease of his confirmation. He's called it a home run. He says he wants to hit another home run tonight. He has, in his only tweet about this, specifically about this, in the last 24 hours, he promised that his choice would be exceptional. Judy?
All right, John Yang at the White House, Lisa Desjardins at the Capitol. We're all watching and waiting. Thank you. And we'll have more on the Supreme Court pick after the news summary. Plus, the NewsHour will bring you special live coverage of President Trump's announcement again at 9 p.m. Eastern Time.